Welcome back to A Question of Tone, episode 2. Now in this episode today I want to look at an issue that's been raised to me personally a couple of times in recent memory, and that's how to get a solo boost when playing live. So you're doing a gig, your big moment comes where you're going to get your shred on, you go for it, but you get buried in the mix. It's not cutting through. It could be a volume issue or it could be a tone issue. So what a lot of people tend to do is go out, buy a boost pedal, a clean boost, put it on their pedal board, get to the next gig, switch it on, and again, nothing's cutting through. Why is that? Well, it's to do with the order of effects. So if you're using a drive pedal as your source of overdrive and you're running into a clean amp, if you put your boost pedal before your overdrive, how an overdrive pedal works is it's clipping the signal, so it's limiting the waveform. If you push it with a boost pedal, all you're going to do is push the drive and force it to clip more, so it's not going to get any louder. If you move the boost pedal after your drive, your signal's getting clipped by the drive, and then the boost pedal can increase that waveform again by boosting the signal. If you're using your amp for overdrive, the same principle applies. So if you're using a boost pedal in front of your amp, you are just going to push the front end harder and cause the amp to clip more. If you use your effects loop, because the effects loop more often than not is placed between the preamp and the power amp stage of your amplifier, your signal will get clipped, driven and affected by the preamp, and then you can boost the overall signal again in the effects loop before it hits the clean power stage of your amp. If you're using just a crystal clean amp with your amp's not clipping at all, then if you use a boost pedal in front of your amp, it will work exactly as you think it would. You press it, it will get louder. So the best way I could think to demonstrate this today, I've got a one knob clean boost, which is a TC Electronics Spark Mini, and I've got a Wampler hot wired pedal. And I'm going to demonstrate the effects of either having the clean boost before or after the source of drive, which in this case is a drive pedal, but the same principle will apply if you're using before your amp or in the effects loop. I've got a label down on the pedal board which will show you where, if you were replacing this drive pedal with the preamp of your amplifier, where the pedal would sit in relation to that. So if we move down to the pedal board now, we can demonstrate what the boost pedal sounds like before the drive. So I hope that translates to the recording, that you can hear that with the boost pedal in front of your source of drive, in this case a drive pedal, you're pushing the front end of it harder and you're getting more drive out of it, you're getting more signal, it's causing it to clip more. So now if we move the boost pedal to after the overdrive, you can hear that you get much more of a jump in actual volume. Again, I really hope that translated on recording, that with a boost pedal after your drive, you're getting an actual level boost, a level jump, as opposed to any more clipping. And that's a great way to have a solo boost live. And I think the settings on the boost pedal today were exaggerated to emphasize the point. Really, in my opinion and in my experience, you only need a few dB of boost to get over a band mix. There's no wrong or right way to do this at all. I use boost pedals both before my amps, because I use my amp for drive, and in the effects loop of my amp. So the boost pedals before my amp can give me more push, more sustain, more overdrive, and then a boost pedal in my effects loop will give me a volume boost for solos. Personally, I use an EQ pedal as my boost in the effects loop. And what that means is I've got a volume control to get a volume boost, but I can also sculpt the EQ of my solo boost. So in a band mix, the guitar tends to sit in the mid-range. So for my solo boost, I have a bump in the mid-range to push out of the mix, but I don't need as much level then, so I don't take over, I don't want to dominate the mix. I still want to be part of the band, but I just want to poke over the top. So I use a mid hump to do that. And that's also very handy when I'm playing with a bigger band, when there's keyboards involved and another guitar or other instruments that sit in that range. I tend to EQ my core sound to sit nicely in the band mix, and then I can use the EQ to push myself out of the mix for parts where I can add back in the frequencies that I've taken away to sit in the mix. I hope that makes sense to you guys, and I really hope this video has been of some help to you. If there's any other questions you have regarding pedal order or setups, please let me know. Until then guys, keep an eye out for more videos and take care.